Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a complete desktop application in Electron framework. So this is a desktop application where you can just get the YouTube channel info. So here you just need to copy paste the channel ID of whatever YouTube channel that you are requesting the access. So let me just go to YouTube here and just copy paste this ID, channel ID, and you just need to copy paste this in this box here and click on the submit button. And now basically you will see the channel icon alongside with the channel title. This is YT advice, total number of subscribers, total number of views, and total number of videos. So I am getting all this data from the YouTube data API. So we will be building this using that API. You can even just in this we are taking the, you can see that this is the username, this is not the ID. So now basically we are first of all converting it to the ID and then requesting data. So let me just tell you the second scenario here. So if you just enter some other channel here, so now you will see that the username is not present, the ID is present. So you can just plug in this like this, copy paste the whole URL and click submit. And now basically you can see that Technical Guruji, and now the logo is there, subscribers, total views, and total videos. And the nice thing about this application is that this is a desktop application. You did not have to go to any kind of website. You just need to one time just install this app onto your computer, and that's it. And there is a menu icon also there. You can see that you can have two options. Either you can quit the app like this, and you can just relaunch it once again. This is the exe file. And the second option is the about screen. So if you click this about screen, you will be getting this nice info screen. This is the title of this application, YouTube channel info app, and this is some information about it. Simple desktop app developed in Electron framework to display YouTube channel details. And this is my photograph, and this is a developer name here. And we will be building this application from scratch, and all the source code of this application is given in the video description. This is a GitHub link here. You can see that you can just download the GitHub repository, and also a demo of this application exe file is given. This is my Google Drive link. So this is the actual app that is built in using Electron. So let's start building this application from scratch. Now to get started, guys, we will be creating a brand new folder inside our desktop. So you can just call it as YouTube channel info like this. And after that, you just need to open this folder inside command prompt like this. And the very first thing we will do is that we will be writing this npm init -y. So this will create the empty package.json file for us. And now to get started, we will install Electron first of all. npm install Electron. This needs to be a dev dependency. So --save -dev. So just enter this. So basically this will install it as a dev dependency, this Electron. So this is the Electron framework which will be required. So this will take some time, just depending upon your computer speed, 5 to 10 seconds. So I will be back whenever it is installed. Now you can see that the Electron dependency is installed. After that, we just want to install one other dependency, which is npm i, which is get channel video ID. So basically, in order to get the channel ID from a given URL, YouTube channel URL, we will be using this dependency, node dependency inside our Electron application. So the command is very simple, npm install get YouTube channel ID. So I will be going to the command prompt. I will just copy paste this command. So it will install this dependency for us. So it is a very minute dependency, but a very important dependency in our application. So with the help of this, we will be fetching the channel ID. After that, in order to have the auto reload functionality inside our Electron application, so whenever we make any kind of changes, it will auto reload. In order to do that, we will be installing a dependency which will be Electron -reload. And again, this will be a dev dependency. So just execute this command npm i Electron -reload --save -dev. So if you search for this dependency, this is a very handy dependency if you are working with Electron. So if you search for npm Electron reload, so this is a dependency. So basically it is the simplest of the dependency. Whenever your file changes, it will auto reload. It has weekly downloads of 11,556 downloads. You can see that. Now it has successfully installed this. Now we can just open this folder inside Visual Studio code dash like this, and you will see a package.json file being created inside your directory and a node modules folder. In this, all the node modules are stored. If you open this file package.json, the name of the app, version, description, and here you just need to change this to main.js. This will be the starting point of our application, Electron application. So these are the dev dependency Electron and Electron-reload. And this is the only dependency that we need for this project. This is get YouTube channel ID. And now we will create our main.js file. Now to get started inside this file main.js, first of all we just need to import Electron. So we can just declare a const variable and require this Electron dependency, and then we can just use destructuring a set of curly brackets, and then we can just import app, browser window, which will be useful in order to create windows, and menu. So we will be importing these three things from Electron dependency, and after that we will be declaring our main window and making it. For making the main window, it is very simple, guys. We will be attaching a on event on the app object that we have imported. So there is a ready object, ready event. So when the app is ready, this callback function will execute, and inside this function, guys, we just need to initialize our main window. So this will be equal to new browser window. So we will be using the browser window, and inside this we don't want to pass any kind of options because it takes the width and the height of the window, because we want the main window to appear. So after that we can just load any kind of HTML inside this window. So main window dot load URL. So inside this load URL option, we can just pass, first of all we need to use the URL module as well. So here we can just declare the URL. So there is a built-in dependency URL in Node.js, so we can just use this, and there is a method inside this which is format. So inside this method we can first of all pass a property which is path name. So path name will be equal to, and for this we also need to require the path dependency also. So path, we need to require it like this. So now we can just use a simple function which is there inside path dependency, path.join, and inside this we can just first of all declare this constant dir name. So dir name is actually referring to this directory, which is the directory of the application, and then put a comma, and after that we can just write the file name, which is main window.html. So this file we will create right here inside our directory. So I can just create this file main window.html. So here I can just write a simple HTML doc type like this. So I can just here write YouTube channel info app and print it something here, YouTube channel info app, like this. So basically now we just need to run this application. So after the path name, it also takes some more parameters, guys. So just put a comma here, and the second parameter will be the protocol. So here the protocol will be file. So just write here file colon, and also there is a third property which is slashes. So slashes is to true. That's it. And now basically we just need to run the application. So in order to run this application, it is very simple. You just need to go to first of all package.json file, and here you just need to replace in the script section, start here like this, and then I can just remove this all and write here electron dash. So basically if I write here npm start, it will start my application. If I go to the command prompt and write here npm start, and now it will start my Electron application. So just wait, and now this is your Electron demo application that we have launched from the command line. So now it is running. Now guys, you will see the default menu items appearing here right here on the screen, and now you will see that how to add our custom menu items to the Electron application. So first of all, let me just quit this, and here we will be defining a simple variable which will be menu template. So here this will be an array, and inside this there will be a set of objects as menu items. So the first will be label, will be quit. So sorry, this needs to be app here, and then we will define our sub menu like this. So this will be again a array, and inside this we will be containing a set of objects which will be first of all quit. So when we click this menu item, a on click event handler, we will just need to execute app.quit. So this will exit the application for us. The second item that we need to define is the label. Let me just have the about screen. So when we click this button about, we will be loading a different HTML file. So this will be click, and we will be creating a custom function which will be create about window. Now we just need to create this function right here at the top, which is function create about window. And all the functionality of adding a window to the Electron application I have illustrated before here, so I will just copy paste all the code from here. And I need to make some slight modifications. So this I need to change to about window, and this also to about window. And here we just need to pass some options. Let me just give it a width of 500 and a height of also 350 350, and the title will be simply YouTube channel info. That's it. And now we also need to manipulate this to about window like this, about window.html. So here let me just delete this previous about.window, and here we just need to create a brand new file of about window.html. So we can just change the title to YouTube channel info like this. And after this, guys, we just need to add our also we just need to create a separate variable for about window. So let about window, that's it. And now we just need to add this menu item, which is menu template, to the screen. So for that, guys, we just need to move to the app.on function, and just after this we can just create a separate value for main menu like this, and then we can just use the menu class, and there is a method which is built from template, and now we can use our menu template like this, which we have defined here like this. After that, we just need to add the menu to the screen. For that, we have this function set application menu, and we will pass our main menu like this. And now basically I can just run the application once again by executing npm start. So you will see our custom menu appearing here. You will see that app here. If I click this, I will see two options. Either we can quit the app like this, or we can just click the about screen. So if I click about, you will see a separate window appearing here to me, which is the about screen. And now we just need to first of all finish off the about window. So this will just be containing a h1 tag. For that, I am styling purposes, I am also using bootstrap. So we can just grab the bootstrap CDN in this website, which is bootstrap CDN. I can just copy the CDN here, and just after the title we can have the link tag, copy paste the URL. And now inside this we can just in the about.html. Now guys, inside this we will be having the bootstrap class of container and also text center. Inside this we will define a h3 tag, and we will just write here YouTube channel info app. And after that we can just write here a simple paragraph tag. This we can just write simple Electron desktop application to search YouTube channels details like this. So after that, guys, we can just have our image, the developer image. So I have this image located inside codingshiksha.com. This is my official website, and I can just right click copy image address, and then I can just paste it in the source. and I can just give it a bootstrap class of image rounded like this, and a custom width of 150 and a height of also 150 like this. And now after this guys, we will be having h3 tag of developer also. So here we can just write a simple name, my name Gautam Sharma. So now basically, now I can just rerun the application once again by executing npm start. So now if I click the about screen, you will see this info is there: YouTube channel info app, simple Electron desktop application to search YouTube channel details. So now we are successfully displaying these details inside this window. So one error you will be noticing, because this menu item is also appearing here also. We need to prevent this. So what I can do is that I can do a very simple thing. Go back to main.js, and inside this our create about window, we can just write here about window dot, we can just write here set menu visibility. So you can see that set menu bar visibility, and we can just set it to false, and now it will not appear this menu item inside the about window. So if you just reload the application once again, npm start. So these are some of the things that you need to keep in mind when you are developing desktop applications. So now if you click about screen, you will not see this menu item appearing here. So this is about screen guys, which is done. Now basically guys, we can just get in our dev dependency which we have installed here inside our package.json file. This is the Electron reload dependency. So now we can just hook up this dependency inside our application. So in order to use this dependency, you just need to write a very simple line of code, which is use strict right here at the start of the application, which is main.js. Just write this line, and after that you just need to require this dependency. So just before you, after this, you can just write require, and after that you need to require Electron reload like this, and then you just need to write dir name like this. So basically it will watch for any kind of changes which are done with this directory name that we have passed here. So now basically if you just restart the application once again, npm start, and now if I make any kind of changes to my JavaScript code or HTML code which are present, let me just make a simple change inside. Let me just change this to like this, and now if you will instantly see the, if I click the about screen, you will see these changes here, and now I need not have to restart the application. So let me just reset to info here, and again if I click here, you will see that it will auto reload. So now just hook up this dependency also by making these changes. And now we will be adding the developer tools inside your application guys. So first of all, we just need to write this main window dot on. We will be writing the quit event handler. So when the app closes, we just need to write this line of code. This callback function will execute, and then we just need to write app.quit. So this will not do much, but this is mandatory for our application. So if you restart the application, it will not do any kind of change here. Now if I click the cross button, the app closes like this. So this line is very mandatory. And now in order to add the developer tools menu item, we first of all need to declare a environment variable right here at the top, which will be process.env, and then we will be declaring the environment variable which will be node underscore env like this. And now we will initialize it to development because we are developing the application for now, but if you deploy it, you will change this to production. And now we will be checking this inside our if condition. So basically we will just write here if process.env dot node environment is not equal to production. So if this variable is not equal to production, and in that scenario you just need to push a entry inside the menu template like this. The label will be simply developer tools. put a comma, and then we will be writing the sub menu like this. This will be an array. The first object it will contain is, the first item will be role. Role will be equal to reload. So basically it will be reloading the application. The second item will be simply be developer tools. So let me just give it a label of let's suppose toggle dev tools, and put a comma, and when we click this we just need to display our developer tools. So here we will just pass the item and the focus window, and now inside this we just need to use the focused window variable, and then we just need to execute toggle dev tools. So this is the function, guys, toggle dev tools, and execute this function. And now basically if I restart the application by executing npm start, you will see that this developer tools will appear here. If I click this toggle developer tools, now it will open the developer tools for me. So this is very handy for developing web application, as you know, in browsers. So because this production is equal to development here, I have defined this to development here. Now it is showing these developer tools. But now if I change this to production, and now if I restart the application, and now you will not see this appearing because I have changed this to production. So now it will not, you will not see the dev tools. Now guys, we will be making our main window.html file. So for that, first of all, we just need to import bootstrap. So just copy the CDN, and just after the title we can just copy paste it to the href like this. And now after this we can just have our heading which is there. So this is good. So after that we can just bind this to the container class like this. So this is a bootstrap container class. So inside this we can just display the heading, which will be h1. This will be YouTube channel info app, and I can just give it a bootstrap class of text center. So this will align it in the center position. Now basically if I refresh the application, you will see that the fonts also change due to bootstrap. And after that we can just have a simple form which will be having an ID of form here like this, and inside this I will be giving a form group class of bootstrap, and inside this we will be having input type text. I will be giving a ID to it of channel ID so that we can just target it in JavaScript, and a placeholder also of channel ID like this. After this we also want a button. So this is our channel ID. Let me also provide a bootstrap class to it of form control just to align it perfectly. If I refresh it, you will see that this is our channel ID. So after the channel ID we also want a simple button to submit our form. So we can just have the form group class once again, and inside this we will have a btn danger button, and click submit here. So this will submit our form here like this. So the user interface is complete. Now just after the form we will be having a div tag which will be having an ID of result, and also we will be giving a class of text center in order to display details in the center of the screen. And now this is the UI which is completed here, and now basically we just need to create a simple script.js file, the JavaScript code. Inside this we will be writing code, and just after this we will be including our JavaScript. So here just have script source will be equal to bundle.js. For this project we will be compiling our JavaScript code to using Webpack. So for this you should be having Webpack installed. So Webpack is an open source JavaScript library for parsing the ES6 JavaScript code. So you can just install this library by executing this command, which is npm i-g for global webpack. Execute this command and it will install it globally. The second dependency we will install is watchify. So npm i-g watchify. So basically it will be watching for any kind of changes that you make to your file, and it will auto reload. And now after installing these two dependency, we can just install you can execute this command, which is watchify, and then we can just provide our input file name, which is script.js -o for output, and then we can just provide our output file, which will be bundle.js, and then we just need to write -v. So this -v is for auto reload, and if I execute this command, now it will create this bundle.js inside this directory. So just wait. You can see that it has created this bundle.js file, and now it is listening to the changes if any kind of changes are made to it. And let's suppose I make any kind of change here, hi here. You can see that these changes are made to this file here automatically. And if I just open this bundle.js, you will see a garbage code here like this. You don't want to worry about it, just close this file and just include it inside your main window. And now we also need to start our Electron application, so I can just open another command prompt, and here I can just write npm start. So you will see a alert box of hi printing. If I just change it to, let's suppose I add another alert of hi hello, and now you will see two alert boxes printed out simultaneously like this. So this is a power of webpack, browserify, that we have installed here. Sorry, this was not webpack, this was browserify. So I have made a mistake. So npm i-g browserify. So this was the library name, browserify. So just install this globally. That's it. Now guys, we just need to make some slight modifications to our main window.html. Just after this form, we can just add a label to it of channel ID, and put a colon. And also we can just add this required directive here, required, like this. So now if I refresh the application, you will see that this label will be added, and if I click submit, we will be seeing this warning that please fill out this field here. So we have added some kind of validation also. Now go to script.js. You will be first of all getting the form here by document.get element by id, and just pass the id that you have given to the form. So then we can just bind the event listener to the form. So when we submit the form like this, so this is the event handler name, a callback function will execute, which will be having the event object, and then we can just execute this function prevent default in order to prevent the auto submission of the form. And now we can get the channel ID which the user enter by like this. Just declare a variable channel ID right here at the top, and then we can just execute a simple function get element by id channel ID, and then extract the value by dot value, and then we can just print out in the alert box channel ID just to check. If I refresh now, it will automatically refresh. If I enter any kind of value, you will see that value here inside alert box. And now we just need to also import the module which is we have installed, which is get YouTube channel ID. So here we can just import this get let me just move to my file, which is where this is file script.js. So right here YouTube channel ID. So we just need to require the module get YouTube channel ID like this. So after this guys, we need to pass this inside this function. Now basically guys, we can just pass this channel ID to this YouTube channel ID. So for that we can just declare a simple variable here right here at the top, which will be result like this. So now we can just initialize this result to YouTube channel ID, and then we can just pass our channel ID like this. So this returns a promise guys that we need to handle. So we can just write here result dot then. So this returns a promise. We are handling this by dot then. So this will return the data to us inside this data. And now we can just print out the data which is coming by console log data. And basically now I need to print, I need to just copy paste the address like this. If I go to technical Guruji and now if I paste the full address, and let me for this we need to have the dev tools on, so I need to go to the main.js and I need to go just change this to development so that the dev tools will be there. For this I need to restart the application. So here we have copy pasted the address. If I toggle dev tools and if I go to console here, click submit, you will see that it will return a JSON response to us containing the ID of the channel like this. And here the username is false. Now we have directly got the ID because the ID was present inside the URL. But there may be cases there. Let me just show you a different case. Traversy Media. There is another channel which is there. So this channel contains the username. This channel doesn't contain the ID that you have seen. So now if I just copy paste this address here, let's suppose I go to here, submit, and now it will have a different address like this, tech guy web. This is the ID and the username is equal to tech guy web, and inside this username field is there. And now we just need to first of all check that if the username is present or not. So for this check we just need to have a simple if condition here inside if at the not symbol, if data username field is false, in that case we can just create a simple function which will get the data from the API, and we can just pass our channel ID like this. We can just pass our channel ID. So channel ID we can just declare right here at the top another variable which is ID. So now we can just initialize this ID variable to ID is equal to data dot ID. So this is the ID that we have got, and now we are passing this to this function which is ID. And now we just need to create this function which will get the data from the API, which is function get data. So we will pass the ID like this, and now we just need to first of all make a simple get request to the API. So for making the get request we also need to get the API key also. So for getting the API key you can just go to Google Developer Console, and you can just click the first link, and just go to Google APIs. You also need to enable the YouTube data API for that. So in order to get the API key, just go to credentials, and here you just need to get your YouTube API key, so which will be there like this, or you can just create a new one like this, create a new API key, so it will instantly create this key for you. So just copy it and go to the application and right here just const API key and save your API key like this. And now this is your API key, and now we just need to make a simple get request to the route here. So this is the full route here. You can see that, guys. This will return a JSON response to us, and for this let me first of all copy paste this full address, make a separate URL like this, const URL, paste the URL like this. So this is https www.googleapis.com/youtube/version3/channels ? Key is equal to, and here we just need to replace the key as our API key variable. like this, and the id will be equal to the id which is coming from the function. So here I can just write id will be the actual id which is coming, and there is a third parameter which is part. Here part is equal to snippet comma content details comma statistics. Now we will be making a simple get request to this url. So $.get. So this is a jQuery function, and the data will be returned inside this callback function. So first of all, we can just console log the data just for checking purposes. And now if I refresh the application, and here I just need to copy paste the channel ID. So I can just get the full URL, channel URL, and paste it here. Click on submit. So you will see that it will return a JSON response to us. Now we just need to parse this response. There is an items array, and inside this the snippet contains the channel title, description, and the thumbnails also. You can see that the channel picture, and inside the statistics you will get the total number of views, total subscribers, and total videos. And now we just need to parse this. So first of all, right here at the top, we just need to declare a simple user variable. So just declare it, let user, and inside this we just need to display the details here. So first of all, we can initialize it to backtick symbol so that we can just write multiple lines of HTML code. So right here we will be having a h2 tag. Inside this we can just write here data dot items dot snippet dot title, and close the tag here. And now I also need to just append this. So I can just target by id, which is result dot html, and this will be equal to user. That's it. Now basically if I again refresh it, so you will see the title which it is appearing here, technical guruji. And now we just need to also add some other details, which is the image of the channel. So image source will be equal to, again, this dollar, a set of curly brackets, data dot items, and inside this we again want to go to snippet dot thumbnails dot default dot url. So this will get the URL. So here you just need to close this tag, image tag. And now once again, you will also get the picture of the channel like this. So after this we will also be giving a bootstrap class of image circle like this. So after the channel image we will be getting the total number of subscribers. So for that we will be again having a h2 tag. I will be giving a id to it, or not give a id, just have a label of subscribers. And after that we will be binding this variable, which will be data dot items snippet dot, oh sorry, we need to this time go to statistics, not snippet, statistics. And inside this contains a property which is subscriber count, and close your h2 tag like this. And after that we will also be displaying our total views as well. So views, this will be again be equal to data dot items statistics dot view count like this. So close this h2 tag as well. And now lastly we will be having the total videos data dot items dot statistics dot video count like this, and also close the h2 tag like this. So now basically if I refresh it again, if I again copy paste the channel ID, and now you will get all the information that you need: subscribers, views, and total number of videos. And now we need to repeat the same process for the channel username as well. So if I just copy paste a, let's suppose a channel which has a username instead of ID. Let's suppose this is the channel and this is the whole URL. And for this we just need to make a minor change. So if the username field is true in the else condition, we first of all need to change the username to ID. So we will make a separate function, convert username to ID, and we will pass our username. So instead we will be declaring our username to whatever username which is there. So username is equal to data dot username, like this. And for this we also need to declare a username variable right here at the top, and we just need to pass this to this function username. And now we just need to make this function convert username to ID. This takes the username, and the URL will be pretty simple. So we just need to make slight change inside the URL. So let me just copy paste the whole URL. Let me just save this code first of all. So this will the part parameter will be only equal to ID, because in this case I want only ID, and one other field will be there which will be, this time we just need to pass this as for username. This we need to pass for username, and here we will pass the username instead of ID, like this. Let me just cross check if this is a right URL or not. For username, I think that n is small here, so just make the n small, like this. And now we just need to make this request, get request to the API. Again we will use $.get URL, and the data will be returned to us. We can just console log the data for now, just for checking purposes. And now basically if I paste this, the channel ID with the username, let's suppose I paste this channel URL and click on submit. If I click toggle DevTools, you will see that I receive a object which has a username which is listed out, tech guy web. And now I just need to, it is saying to me that key, it is, let me just see what is the error here. There is some kind of error is there, because I think that I have made a mistake. Sorry guys, there was a little mistake here. I just forgot to add this equal to sign here. That was the problem. For user, just after this for username, just add this equal to sign. And now if you refresh the application, put your channel URL and submit, and now you will get the response back with the actual channel ID which is present inside this items array. This is the actual channel ID. And now we are successfully getting channel ID from the username. And now we can just, inside this function, we can just initialize our channel ID to whatever data.items, and we can just write 0 here, dot ID. So it contains a property of ID here like this. And after that, once again we need to call getData function and pass the channel ID which we have got. Sorry, this needs to be ID, not channel ID. We just need to pass this ID to this variable like this. And now if I refresh it, hopefully I will get a response, and you will see that. Now with this username URL also we are getting the response back like this. And you can try out many channels. There is, let me just show you one other examples. Derek Panas, this is a channel with a username. So this is a username like this. And now basically if I let me just close this. So let me now just submit this, and now you will see that it will change to this: subscribers, views and videos. So in this case it has changed to this. And one other thing that I need to do is that I need to clear out this values, which are, whenever I click the submit button, I need to clear out this values. So I can just make a simple function which will be clear fields function, and then I can just target our input field here. So the ID that we have given is channel ID. Now here I can just give it the channel ID, the ID that we have given to the input field, and just clear out its value. Val is equal to like this. And also we can just clear out our result also, so we can just call a empty function like this. And now we can just execute this function just before we execute get data. So right here we can just call this function to just clear out the previous data like this, clear fields. And now you can just submit here, you will get your, and now you can see that the input field is cleared out like this. And now the app is complete, guys. And now we can just deploy this app and to a exe file. So I will be showing you that process also. So for this we just need to execute or install a package which will be, let me just show you. There is a blog post which is there, separate blog post. There is a package which is there inside Electron packager that you need to install. So just get to command prompt and execute this command npm I Electron packager, and this will be a dev dependency again, --save -dev. So just execute this command. So this will install this module to you. So this will take some time. Now you can see that it has successfully installed here. And after installing it, you just need to add some scripts that I will show you. The whole source code is there in the video description. You will also get this inside your package.json. So here you just need to copy paste these scripts inside your package.json. So just go to package.json and inside the script section put a comma here and paste it. So these are the scripts basically if you are wanted to deploy this inside Mac, Windows or Linux. I want to deploy it on the Windows side. For that I need to change the title of the app from here. Just change this title to YouTube channel info like this. And for the icon, this icon that you can see, this icon, you have to install or download or create this assets folder inside your directory. So let me just show you. First of all, you need to download, just go to Google and type here download IOC files, .ioc files here, and this is a website iconarchive.com. So here you will get all the free icons. So let me just search for the icon such as YouTube. I'm using this icon. So here you can just download this file, which is this file. So click this. So this will download this file to you, and here you just need to cut this from this, and you just need to go to your folder, which is YouTube channel info. So inside this you just need to create a assets folder for your icon. So just create an empty folder, assets. So you need to follow the path. So if you open package.json, after the assets there is the icons folder. So I will create a icons folder, new folder, icons, and then you just need to create another folder which will be for Windows, and then inside this you just need to paste this icon, and you just need to rename as icon like this. This is your icon of the application, and now we just need to build this application. So for building it, I can just write a simple command on command line, which is npm run package win. But before that we just need to change this to from development to production, because now we are deploying it. So now we can just write a simple command npm run package dash win, which is Windows, and now it will, you can see that it is packaging the app for platform Windows 32. So you will see a release builds folder will be there. So now it has created this folder. This is the release builds folder, and now you can just open this file. This is the release builds folder which is created. If you open this, you will see your exe file is there. If you open this file, it is 88 megabytes. So it is saying to me that cannot find module Electron reload. Guys, the problem was very simple. The dependencies were listed out inside the dev dependency, which is Electron reload. That is why it wasn't able to find the dependency. Now I can just move this dependency, which was, let me just copy this. I can just copy this dependency and move it inside our dependency section. So put a comma and write this. And after this we can just execute a simple command, which is npm install. So this will install this dependency as a dependency, not a dev dependency. So it will take some time. So after this we can just package our app. Once again execute npm run package dash win. So sorry, this npm run package dash win. So now this will create a release build folder right here inside. It is just packaging the app, so just wait. So you will see that it created this release builds. Now if I open the application, this is the exe file, and now the application is working. If I quit the app, the application closes, and if I go to the about screen, you will see the about screen like this. And now if I come to the functionality, if I copy paste the channel URL, let's suppose I copy this, click on submit, you will see that all the details are fetched from the API. This is the title of the channel, thumbnail, subscribers, views and videos. I can also do this for a username URL. So if I go to Traverse Media and if I copy paste this address like this, click on submit, and now you will see that Traverse Media, you will get all the channel details along with the picture. And now we have built this entire application using Electron. All the source code is listed here in the video description, so just download the GitHub repository. And thanks very much for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell icon, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.